Hey guys, do you remember the woman that ran for the Liberal leadership and then got caught with donation fraud, so they kicked her out? Ruby Dahlia. Well, she is still attempting to make herself, I guess, relevant. She posted a tweet last night. So this is the tweet. If you're a woman, a Canadian from a multicultural community, or a young Canadian and or a hardworking taxpayer, just remember what the Liberal establishment did to me in her thing there, and all of my supporters across Canada. We set out to make history with progressive policy ideas that were the need of the hour for our country instead of the Liberal Party wanting the same old Justin 2.0. A rigged leadership race with over 350,000 stolen and the same team as Trudeau for the past 10 years. Can you really trust the Liberal Party with 4 more years? Read that again. Make sure you make the right choice for change tomorrow. Ruby, baby. You weren't going to be Prime Minister of Canada. Even if they had removed you, you weren't going to be Prime Minister of Canada. Okay? Other actual serious candidates didn't stand a chance against Mark Carney. All right? And you were a joke. You were posting memes. Not even good memes, by the way. They weren't funny. You were photoshopping your face so badly you didn't even have skin texture anymore. Okay? You still pulling this thing where you make it seem like women should be behind you or people of color. It wasn't about any of that, okay? It wasn't. As for claiming that 350,000, votes were, people just didn't verify. There was probably a lot of people that signed up with no intention of voting properly. And once they realized they had to provide ID, they were out. So yeah, they probably signed up to put you in or Ari in or whatever. But once they realized they actually had to put a name and ID to their false vote to try and fuck with the Liberal Party leadership race, they were out. That's why all those votes disappeared. Because they were fake votes that people were going to try and push through. That's why they had the verification system. So, no, your votes weren't stolen. You weren't a serious candidate. Oh, God. Talk about a sore loser. But yeah, okay. The only thing I will point out is there's a lot of people that are saying that she's trying to this is her endorsement of the Conservative Party. I don't see that as an endorsement. She didn't say specifically vote. She just said don't vote for the Liberal Party. I mean, I still think she was a conservative plant the entire time that she was running to try and disrupt the conservative or the Liberal leadership. That she wasn't a serious candidate. She was just a plant. But I don't see that as an endorsement of the Conservative Party. That's her just being a sore loser. I'm sorry you didn't win, honey. But you weren't going to be the next Prime Minister of Canada. Just move on. You were an MP for umpteen years there. Go take your experience and do something good with it.